Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your humble agent Raven has returned with this recap to hand cannons and auto rifles, as promised. So I'm not going to take a long time reintroducing these weapons, more to reinforce or correct previous thoughts, so let's roll right into this. So we start this recap with the max rate of fire Miyamoto-style auto rifles. That's right, the bullet hoses. Now, since we have our handy dandy table here, we can see that indeed the Avion's epilogue does lead the pack here, with the first version of Similar's Wrath. Did I do it again? Silimar's Wrath, and the Payback SOS being comparable options against the two. Now, the House of Wolves bullet hoses, I really wouldn't use. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't use any of these auto rifles, as my opinion of them has not changed over time. It's just the epilogue in my vault. And even then, I question why it's there. I really do. So now we move on to the Shinjin style of auto rifles, and we come across our first correction from the former video. I stated that the Bis Defiant wasn't one of the best, which, but come to find out, it kind of is one of the better ones, holding good amount of blue bar stats. Tied in the first place with For the People from The Dark Below, with Up for Anything, the second version of Silimar's Wrath, and Low Down, becoming quite comparable and things going downhill, starting with the Do-Gooder and the two House of Wolves auto rifles. So other than that, I do have a low down. I'm starting to look into this style of auto rifle a little more. Still no opinion change, but hey, I'm working on it. And now we end it with the Galahad style auto rifles. Not a lot of change here. Summoner is top of the mountain pretty much. Shadow Price, Vanquisher, an addition of the Pest Control, her right hand being fairly comparable, kind of surprising. Things starting to go downhill with Grim Citizen, Dwarf Slayer's Claw, and Dispatch I-11. So yeah, still my favorite style of auto rifles. Did ascend to Shadow Price. Am having fun with it. Yeah, and we move on to the hand cannon, starting with the near maximum impact. Is that a movie? Maximum impact? Anyway, near maximum impact hand cannons of Timur's Lash and Ill Will. No change here. Stick with Timur's Lash, if you even like this category. Seriously. And a hop, skip, and a jump over. Yeah, I'm running out of transition ideas. But anyway, to the overpopulated category of rate of fire 22, impact 81 hand cannons. Now, interestingly enough, we actually see Fatebringer with some of the most red bars in the game, putting a great deal many hand cannons above it stat-wise. With leader of the pack being the Chance from Vanilla, as well as Lord High Fixer and the Devil You Know. Venation 3, as it's also known as Tifwhipke, even Six Strict Pride. I mean, Fatebringer actually seems to be the start of the downfall of these hand cannons, which is weird, because even then it's not that bad. Just stay away from Loner Rebel and Her Mercy. No surprise there. Stay away from Her Mercy, please. Rounding off this recap is the higher rate of fire hand cannons, which my last recommendation was not entirely inaccurate. Word of Crota, while starting to be the downfall with more red bars, does still hold, kind of combined have and hold there, but it does still hold the most blue bars, with technically Up the Ante and W Don't only being in the lead because it doesn't have as many red bars. Then we have the Revelator, just bringing up the rear, but only because it has a lower inventory and supposedly has a lower zoom, which that might be a slight mistake on my part because it might actually end up being beneficial. So even that should actually go above Word of Crota, which means Word of Crota would be bottom of the barrel and a comparable choice. That's just confusing. I'm gonna, yeah, I need to stop thinking for a second. Oh, make it stop. What? All right, I'm good. All right, after a near mental meltdown there, that actually wraps it up for the recap, bringing all of my comparisons up to date. So not really a lot more to say. This completely finishes out this series. Not to say I won't do weapon comparisons or reviews in the future, but I will, or else everything I've done to compile this information will have gone completely to waste. But yeah, more in the future. Tables, comparisons, sciencey looking stuff. Yeah. So yeah, this bird has really got to flock off. My brain is apparently still a little fried, but I will see you in the quite near future. May your stars guide you to victory, Guardians. Peace out.